this week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. I'm Pete Mezzetti. We are on location for this week's show, and we want to thank Lenny and the wonderful staff at Luigi's for making us feel so welcome. My guest this evening is Andrew Surprise, who is the Executive Director of the Greater Old Saybrook Chamber of Commerce.
Hey, Pete. Nice to see you.
Hello, my friend. How are you? Good to see you.
I brought you a little present.
What'd you bring me?
It's one of our Italian goodie bags for our, we had left over from the travelers who left this morning on our Italy trip.
Oh, well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
With a name like Mezzetti, I thought you'd appreciate it.
You thought I would appreciate this. Well, thank you, my friend. So, Andrew, what's going on with the chamber?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah, I survived Arts and Crafts.
I was going to say, last time we were together, we talked about arts and crafts.
That was the first weekend of October, and I ended up staying over. Chris, one of our board members, GM of Saybrook Point, was nice enough to give me a room for a night, so I was able to stay over and not have to drive all the way home and come back, because I had to be there very early.
Yes.
We had 150 vendors, which was a lot of organizing, and we had probably over 10,000 people throughout the weekend come through. Yeah. And it was a nice weekend. It was warm, actually.
It was.
I think we honestly would have had more people if it wasn't so warm, if it was about 20 degrees cooler. But it was like 80 degrees that weekend.
I remember that weekend. It was a great weekend. And now I believe we have the Scarecrow
Fest is going on. Yep.
Okay.
So we used the Pumpkin Fest, which is an event that we work with Main Street businesses on.
Yep.
They developed it. We helped promote it for them. And was a lot. I guess they had a really good attendance. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it, but we used that as a launching pad for our Scarecrow Fest, which is started on the 17th and is ending on Halloween.
Okay.
And a lot of local businesses, community members, residents can enter. I think we have 30 entered this year, and they take part, and they have the chance to win an award for best scarecrow and second best scarecrow, and then I believe a prize as well. So
wow,
yeah,
cool.
So we have some really cool ones. The businesses who aren't in Old Saybrook, they can bring their scarecrow and put it onto the chamber's property, or they can bring it down to the town green and put it up. We have permission to use the town green, and so any of the businesses that are participating can do that.
Cool. And you've been executive director of the chamber for?
We're coming up on, we're coming up on 6 months. So,
you like it?
I love it. I love the community. I mean, it's one of the reasons I put in for the job, and it's just so community oriented. It's having a background of being a city councilor and just being engaged with the community is something that really drew me to the position, and I very much appreciate the board that I work with. They're very engaged and involved. They volunteer for everything. Yeah. And it's a really great chamber.
It is. Speaking from a member point of view, yes, it is.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, you paid your dues 2 years in advance.
I did. I wasn't sure if it was 2 or 3.
Yeah, no, it was 2.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what types of other activities do we have coming up for?
So I brought the list with me because I can't remember everything we do.
Oh, come on. What do you mean you can't remember everything?
I can't remember everything we do.
Oh, come on.
So we have a Women in Business event coming up on November 11th at Sip Wine Bar. Usually we do a luncheon at Saybrook Point on the second Friday, but this month we're changing it up. It's an evening event, 5:30 at Sip Wine Bar. There's limited tickets because of the size of Sip Wine Bar, but it's a good event. They're gonna have charcuterie, wine tastings, and it's gonna be 5:30 to 7 on Tuesday the 11th, and then on Wednesday the 12th we have our biannual Chamber on Tap event. And so what that is, it's a match networking event we do at Mercian Brewery.
I've seen. Yeah. I got my email today.
And if you'd like to meet a business that, if any of our members would like, or even non-members, would like just to learn about the chamber, meet some of the businesses locally, but also be connected specifically with a business that you think might be able to help your business, you might be able to work together. and build a partnership, then this is the event you want to go to. There's drinks included.
Right.
We have a little food and a lot of great camaraderie. So I encourage you to come out. That event, we usually get around 65 to 75 attendees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's a
Good
really
event.
good event. Yeah. And so that's coming up on the 12th. We have our first Thursdays and third Thursdays. Those happen almost every month.
Yeah.
Actually, those do happen every month. And first Thursday is always at the Saybrook Point Pavilion.
Yeah.
And that is 8 a.m.
That's morning.
It's a morning event. If you're not a morning person, it's your chance to get into the groove and meet about 30 to 50 businesses that attend on a regular basis. Not always the same businesses.
Oh.
And then third Thursdays is something new that we've introduced because we are now the Greater Old Saybrook Chamber.
That's right.
And so we are reaching out to the communities around us, and we're doing the same type of format that we do on first Thursdays. We're doing on third Thursdays, but we're doing it in the communities around Old Saybrook.
Really?
Specifically Old Lyme, Essex, Westbrook, and potentially we're looking at doing Clinton as well.
Really?
Yep. And so at the same time, gotta be an early bird to go to those 8 a.m.
8 a.m. meetings.
8 a.m. So we would love to grow that. So if you're interested in meeting other businesses and other business people, getting referrals from outside of Old Saybrook, this is the place to do it. And then Women in Business, I mentioned earlier.
Yep.
We usually do those on the second Friday. We did have space reserved in December at Saybrook Point, and we decided this year we're not going to do a Christmas one just because it's harder to schedule those in the holidays.
Right.
So we are actually going to be hosting a holiday event that's open to the public.
Okay.
What we do ask, it's not a formal sit down, it's just bites and beverages and just some holiday cheer, and we're asking anybody that comes to donate at least a $50 gift card to either a local downtown business, big box retailer like Walmart, something that's available locally, or a grocery gift card that's going to be donated to Youth and Family Services.
Okay,
and
cool.
Those are going to be given out to all the less fortunate families this Christmas, the people that sign up. It's really a big help to the community. We did something similar when I was at the Windsor Chamber, so it's something I wanted to try to introduce here.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yeah,
Very cool.
Those are our big events that are coming up this next couple months.
Okay.
And then after that, I get a nice little break between
get to
Christmas and New Year's. Yeah, get to breathe again, and then we're already starting to plan out next year, and we have a lot of events. Actually, I forgot to mention the Starlight Festival, but it's not solely a chamber event.
No.
December 6th, it's
Oh.
a big event. Santa comes to town, comes on the fire engine.
Yep.
And there's a tree lighting, and around that on the 5th and 6th, the chamber does our stocking walk, which is you purchase a bag, you get specific discounts at the stores on Main Street.
Okay. Cool.
And any participating businesses, and then also our elf hunt, which is like a scavenger hunt, and you participate in that and you can win prizes.
Cool. As a matter of fact, for the Starlight, I talked to Jennifer Donahue today.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Do you have time?" I'm like, "I will make time if I don't have it." She was like, "Okay."
Yeah, Jen's great to work with.
Yeah. And I'm assuming, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, are we doing Chili Fest next year?
Yeah, actually it's scheduled February 28th.
Oh,
It just worked out that way. So hopefully...
that was a test, by the way.
Yeah.
That was...
We're doing it. So I'm hoping that it's not too cold. Because the weather can go either way there.
Yes.
And I think usually there's about 25 to 30 restaurants and other organizations that enter their chili.
Yes.
And we're talking about doing it a little bit differently this year, so we might actually end up having a VIP section at a location on Main Street.
Oh, yeah?
Where you can buy a beer and potentially get the chili served to you, so we'll see. We're not...
Get the chili served?
We haven't locked that down
But
yet.
that's no fun, because you like walking around in the freezing cold and...
Well, maybe you want to pay a little more for the ticket if you want.
Eating 5 gallons of chili.
So we're going to talk about that in the next month or so and try to get that finalized.
Nice. Now, were you here for Chili Fest last year?
No. I was. I think it happened right before. I was in the process of interviewing for the position.
Oh God.
I think it was in April this past year, maybe March.
No, it was in March.
March. Yeah. So I think I was interviewing because they had told me about it, and they were in the process of getting it organized. So yeah, that was. I didn't make that one.
Okay. Well, it's fun.
All right.
And usually one of the people that are...
I can't eat the chili, but...
No. One of the people that are usually involved with it is Tony Marino.
Okay.
From Rockfall.
Tony's great, yeah.
From Rockfall.
Tony's one of our board members.
Yes.
Yep, Tony's a great guy to work with.
Yeah, Tony's an awesome guy.
In Rockfall, they do a lot of... they help at Chili Fest, but also at the Saybrook 0.5K. Mm-hmm. And... helping us not to waste
right.
with cups, and so actually I think we bought a lot of silverware. So we have a lot of silverware at the chamber, so that we don't waste the plastic silverware. And Rockfall helped us with that, and then they do water distribution
right.
at the Saybrook 0.5K.
Speaking of the Saybrook 0.5K. How do you do?
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, we, I believe we had 355 runners.
Okay.
And through sponsorships, primarily, because we split the proceeds with Westbrook Exchange Club.
Mm-hmm.
It was originally their event, and we came on, I think, in the last 5 years to help them keep it going.
Yes.
And to grow it. And so I think we brought in over $6,000 that's going to go directly to scholarships.
Wow.
For high school students in the region that don't necessarily have to be going to college, could be going to a trade school, could be going to a certification program.
Right.
But anybody who's a member of the chamber, anybody who has employees that have children, they can apply for it as well. So it's not specifically you have to be a chamber member, you have to work for a chamber member.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And being a member of the chamber, especially with the Greater Old Saybrook Chamber of Commerce, you guys are branch out, but you guys are a small chamber, meaning you're very welcoming to go to all.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what the board told me. It was, and it's actually honestly, it's something I've heard from a lot of people. We've been doing some board candidate interviews, and I've heard from a couple of the candidates that the reason they were interested in participating at the board level is because the chamber was so welcoming. It was just like a vibe, you
right?
know? And I agree with that. Like I've seen that, and I try to keep it going the way that Judy had it going. Mm-hmm. I'm not Judy, I'll never be Judy, but
nope.
But we're trying to maintain all the events and the atmosphere of the chamber. Even while we grow the chamber, we want to have that local feel as well.
And I remember right before I met you, I was meeting with Dave Carswell
mm-hmm.
from then Guilford Savings Bank, and he said we were talking, and he said to me, it was right before you came, right after you got hired, he was like, if you haven't met Andrew yet, you're gonna like him. I'm like, I am. He's like, I'm gonna stick my reputation on it. I'm like,
well, now you put yourself on the hot seat.
I know. well, if I didn't like you, would I have extended my chamber membership for the next 2 years?
That's true. Or invite me on 3 times, right?
Yeah, yeah, right.
But thank you for inviting me on.
Yeah, no, yeah,
appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity to talk about the chamber's events.
Absolutely. So, going to 2026? Where do you see the chamber going?
So more partnerships with other organizations. I always say I would rather have partners than competitors.
Okay.
So whether that's Essex Board of Trade or other chambers in the region, we've been talking to all of them about doing some joint events, and because it's a way for us to support each other and supports the economy of the region. Mm-hmm. and it helps us grow because you can be a member of more than one chamber or more than one organization.
Right.
So it's a great opportunity, not only for public relations, but to actually help our region.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And as far as what makes the Greater Old Saybrook Chamber different than any of the other chambers around the area?
Well, is that part of it is that vibe we talked about.
Right.
It's that local feeling. It's the engagement. It's communication. And speaking of which, we're in the process of trying to hire a new member services and events manager.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And so if you know anybody who's interested, I'm starting to do interviews next week.
Oh yeah.
So please send your resumes or referrals to me at andrew@oldsaybrookchamber.com. We're trying to keep the communications good and make sure that all the events are going smoothly, and it's going to be a welcome position to fill.
No, yeah, exactly.
I feel like I'm doing 3 jobs right now.
Exactly. Now, as far as the member services person, what does the job entail?
It's a mix. So It's a lot of you have to have good customer service skills. You're dealing with you're the first point of contact for members. You're dealing with all the member questions. You're managing the office operations day to day, so the office manager, and then also you're also helping to plan all the events and dealing with like the vendors and the vendor relationships. Mm-hmm. So that frees me up to actually do what I was hired to do, which is grow the chamber,
get out,
build those partnerships, and be the public face of the chamber, right? And so, it would be a welcome position to fill. I do have to thank my board and my marketing coordinator, Alex. Has been very great stepping up to help fill that gap while we search for a new position.
I've not met Alex yet.
Alex is great.
Maybe one of these days I'll stop.
His mother owns where members are made on Main Street.
Okay.
So yeah, he's deeply embedded in the chamber.
Oh, okay. So he knows exactly what the chamber is.
Yeah, and he knows how it can help small businesses.
Exactly. Now, as far as the chamber goes, how important is it that you work with the town of Old Saybrook?
Great. It's very important. Having been a former elected official, I know having those relationships and working together hand in hand benefits everybody. So keeping those lines of communication open. I asked Carl for a favor. I'm not going to say what it was today, but he worked with me to get it done, and so it was a big help to us. And so building those relationships, and not just in Old Saybrook, but in all the communities. I've been meeting with all the EDCs in the region, trying to build those relationships so that we can work together to try to strengthen the economy of the region.
Now, this is going to be a loaded question. What's it like working with Carl Fortuna? What type of guys you like if you don't know who he is?
He's a very friendly and relaxed guy, easy to get along with. So Pete did this with the last interview too. So I was standing in the room.
Yes.
With your last interview.
Yes.
And then you started talking good about me. And now I'm here, and Carl's.
That's right. Come here.
Surprise appearance.
Yeah, exactly. You're making a cameo. Hi, Carl.
Hello.
And we're in matching vests.
Yes.
It's fall weather. It was a warm fall day, though.
It was a beautiful fall day. Now, as far as the Chamber of Commerce goes, what types of services do you guys offer to your members?
Mostly, it's a lot of networking services, a lot of opportunity to market yourself, and there's some things that we're talking about. I can go a little bit into detail. We haven't finalized them yet, but we're working on a marketing program specifically for small businesses that are members of the chamber. And what that is we're working with marketing firms that are members of the chamber to pre-negotiate packages of marketing for small business, because the one thing that I've consistently found, both as local government official, but also as having run other chambers, is small business has the most difficult time in marketing themselves because they either don't know how to do it, don't have the time to do it, or don't have the funding to do it properly.
Right.
And so we're hoping to help with that by having these pre-negotiated packages of everything from social media advertising, internet advertising, IP targeted, to even streaming television advertising, which they call OTT. And that's one thing we're going to reach out to your fine organization to see if we can work out a deal with production. And so that's one way we're trying to expand the services that we offer, and some other new events that we're discussing.
Okay.
So I can't go too far in detail on those yet.
No, of course not. Now, one of the cool things that you guys have is the Young Executives Club.
So next, it's called Next Wave. It used to be called Plot.
Right.
And I think Plot lost the plot.
Exactly. The plot got lost somewhere.
So now it's the Next Wave.
Okay.
And Young Professionals Group. And we're trying to make that more of a social networking group where we do some community projects to support community organizations, but also just to have fun. So, some of the things we're talking about, we've been talking with Colt at the Essex about doing an event there, potentially a holiday event, which I am waiting to hear back on, if we can figure out a date to schedule that. So, how to learn how to make drinks, holiday-themed drinks, holiday-themed hors d'oeuvres with, a fine chef like Colt.
Okay.
And it's just going to be a fun, casual event. And so we're talking about doing things like that as a less formal networking event.
Okay. Now, where is the Essex?
It's right in Old Saybrook on Main Street, right almost right across from the town green.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't remember their address.
No, it's I have it. It's right around the corner from where you guys were set up at the...
You could see it from the chamber booth.
Yes,
on the top.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, yeah.
It's a beautiful building.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And I hear he's up for another state award, so...
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I've never met him.
Best restaurant.
Really?
I think he's won 2 years in a row.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, if I didn't know you and I said to you, hey Andrew, I'm interested in joining the Chamber of Commerce, and I don't know if I should, to sway me, what would you tell me?
Well, I wouldn't want to sway you. I'd want to ask you, what are you looking to get out of it? And what types of services are you looking for? Because it's all dependent on, this is what we tell everybody.
Okay.
You get what you put into the chamber out of it. So as much as you go to events and potentially volunteer, you make those connections, you make those, that's what builds your relationships. And I tell this to high school students and to middle school students when I had a bunch of them come down and learn about the chamber recently. But I tell them it matters when you volunteer or you get engaged with a community organization, not just the chamber, other civic organizations as well, because you build those relationships and you never know when that comes in handy or that could benefit you if you're looking for a new job and you need referrals. If you those relationships really do matter, and so and that matters for businesses as well. So you get what you get out of it, what you put into it.
And for me, being a chamber member, it's a wonderful thing, because I'm just getting, as far as what I want to get out of it is I want to grow and get more contacts about my show, because the more chamber people I talk to,
absolutely,
they might be involved with the Rotary, and so they can hook me up with somebody from the Rotary, or the Lions Club, or any other nonprofit organization. Because
that's what it is. It's about making connections. And for example, you introduced me to Chuck in Valley Shore,
right?
And Chuck, now we're talking about potentially doing this marketing program, and we're gonna reach out and talk to him soon.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. Yeah, and that's what it's about. It's about building those relationships and those connections that can help everybody.
Yeah, because especially me doing the show focuses on state and local issues. So we don't just talk about state and local issues I interview local mayors, local first selectmen, local heads of state. And no, it's a vast majority of people that are on with me to talk about their organizations.
Yeah, we're talking about potentially doing a podcast as well. Talk about talk about our members. So, and there's a couple other things we're looking at doing, some local business spotlights. So
cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And no, I don't have a favorite guest.
Well, I hope it's me.
It is.
Well, it's because I bring your presents.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Now you said to me earlier off camera that there was a group that left for Italy this morning.
Yep.
Tell us about it.
Our president, Kara Paknuk, and Judy Sullivan, our former director.
Yeah.
And a couple of other board members, Nancy Marin's on it. So they're going to Tuscany, and I think Judy's going on to the extension to Rome. So they'll be back
Cool.
in about a week and a half.
All right.
And they're leaving out of Logan, and we like to do a little extra for them. So Jill Peterson who's a board member and owns Prosciutto Pastry, was kind enough to put together these little goodie bags,
All right.
Italian goodie bags for us, and we gave them to all the travelers this morning as they got on board of the bus.
Cool. Well, Andrew, we're about to run out of time, but before we do, I want to thank you for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you soon.
All right.
All right. On behalf of Andrew Surprise, I'm Pete Mezzetti. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.